is hotels. Now, yes, I know that in 2020, hotels have been hurt quite a lot, but nonetheless, it seems like things are on the up. It seems like travel is kind of getting back to at least some level of normality. And to be honest, Airbnb also isn't in too great financial standing. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe if anything ever happens to Airbnb, which I hope it doesn't, because I freaking love Airbnb, hotels could be your front runner again. But anyways, my point is hotels are already paying a huge sum to Expedia and other travel sites in terms of fees for bringing them customers. So they're no stranger to paying, 10, 15, 20% fees to someone else just for bringing them customers. And the worst part is these hotel owners despise having to pay 15 to 25, depending on the structure, anywhere from 10 to 25% to these travel sites, especially because most of their business actually comes from those sites. In fact, if you look, it's pretty much always cheaper to book directly with the hotel than book on the travel site, because hotels want to incentivize you circumventing the travel sites and booking directly with them. So I guess my point is they're already used to having a third party help them get customers, so that third party could be you. They have a high ticket price and the lifetime value of their customers is nuts. There's a lot of people who go back to the same hotel every single year on like a family trip, or there's a lot of business people who kind of just refuse to go to any other hotel except for their favorite one.
This isn't the real Caesar's Palace, is it?
Furthermore, they almost always have spare rooms, and you need to understand that if you are booking in a spare room for them, that's almost pure profit to them. You need to understand that for hotels, obviously there's an operating cost to the business and they have their margins, but their margins also include vacancy. So that means that, like, let's say you managed to get them a booking for $1,000 in a room that was vacant. That doesn't mean that they only keep $100 of it. That means that in that instance, they'll probably keep closer to $900 because that room was gonna sit empty either way. So what's the additional cost? Some coffee capsules, an extra 15 minutes for the cleaner to clean that room as well. Like, it's not much. So you need to understand that yes, hotels have pretty slim margins, but any extra room that you can book in for them, that's pretty much bottom line profit. Because as I said, the reason that they have small margins, let's say 5, 10, 15, 20% margins, is because of the rent or the lease on the property, on the actual hotel itself, or maybe the mortgage on it if they bought it, or the operating staff costs. They don't need to hire another receptionist just because they get one extra booking for a room. So as I said, if you can help them limit vacancy, it's not like you're bringing them in, only 10% of every single booking value. For that actual room itself that would have been vacant, it's more like you're bringing them in 80, 90% margins because they've got fixed costs either way. Most of their margins, or the reason their margins are like that, is from the operating costs. So as I said, hotels are a big one because once again, they're used to already paying someone else to bring them leads, and the margins are actually really good when you don't look at the operating margins, and you shouldn't be judging your success off of the operating margins. You should be judging your success off of any rooms that you book which aren't vacant. How much does it actually cost them to service that room? And anything after that is pretty much profit because they would have had those set costs either way. So that is secret niche number 1.